Guys, what's up? I'm Mary Richardson, rapid transformational therapy practitioner. In this video, I am going to talk about you and smoking anxiety, or anxiety smokers. As you can imagine, this is all about you. If you are a smoker and you have anxiety, you may smoke because you have anxiety. You may smoke because you think that the cigarettes calm you down. We know that cigarettes and nicotine, they can stimulate anxiety. We know that there are stimulants in the cigarettes that may cause your anxiety to get worse. So what I want to talk to you about is why you're still smoking and what you can do about it to help your anxiety. I've helped a lot of people quit smoking. Almost, I won't say all of them, but a great many of them have high anxiety. And that is why they chose smoking or chose to continue smoking as a go-to when they feel stressed, anxiety, as an outlet for the things going on in their life. So this is all about you. If you want to learn more about how you can get past your anxiety, how you can get that under control and quit smoking, this is for you. So I have a amazing program, but I want to offer you some solutions that you might want to consider. When you have high anxiety and you smoke, there's a correlation there where the anxiety may get worse. So there's different types of anxiety. Let's talk about those. There's panic attacks. There's generalized anxiety disorder. There are fears and phobias. You also might be experiencing DPDR, which is derealization, depersonalization, which is where you feel like you're outside of your body or that you're not connected to the world. These are all anxiety tied. They're different kinds of anxiety, really. OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, that's a type of anxiety. And the list goes on and on. Fears, phobias, fear of heights, fear of leaving the house, which is agoraphobia, fear of being on planes. So all these fears can take your anxiety and take it to the next level. And it's not a level you want to be at. What happens to smokers when they smoke is often the anxiety doesn't diminish and it doesn't go away. In fact, they find that they're smoking more to calm themselves down. So if that's you and you think that, I'm upset, I need to smoke, if you can imagine this for just a moment, often what calms you down is not smoking. It's the taking deep breaths. Taking a deep breath, which is what you have to do to inhale a cigarette. To inhale the cigarette smoke. It causes you to take a deep breath. That's what's calming you down. And the 5-minute break away from the situation, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, that's what's calming you down, or maybe calming you down. So I want you to consider that it's not the cigarettes that's calming you down. It's the break. It's the taking deep breaths. And it's also giving yourself a minute to think about things and digest what's going on in your life. But what happens when you're a smoker, you may combine all of this and you look at the cigarette and you say, this is what's helping me. And it's not that at all. So when you give up cigarettes, people often worry about, but I'm giving up the thing that calms me down. No, you're still going to have the good things. You can still take long, deep breaths. You can still take a break. You can still take 5-10 minutes away to yourself to just think. You can still have all that. You're going to gain way more by quitting than you ever had by smoking. Also, the way I do it, I am a hypnotist and I'm a rapid transformational therapy practitioner. The way I do it, we don't replace smoking with anything. So we don't replace it with food because what would be the point? People would just go back to smoking if they gained weight, right? The way I do it's very special. And if you want more information, drop a comment, ask a question. My link is in the bio. I'd love to chat with you on your particular experience. Also, that brings me to another thing I want to bring up all about you and smoking if you have anxiety. Did you know that although people want to group you with other people that smoke, they want to put you under that umbrella of smokers, right? Two things. There's a lot of shame, guilt, and judgment from other people about smokers. And it's really unfortunate because most smokers give themselves a lot of shame, guilt, and judgment. Most smokers want to quit. So in my program, I don't allow any shame, guilt, or judgment. It's just not helpful. So that's one thing I wanted to comment on. The second thing, though, about you and smoking and anxiety is that you may have come to think about cigarettes as a reward, as a me time, as a habit or a routine. Every smoker smokes for different reasons. So there's not one thing that it's very individualized. Yes, you're having the same, you're doing the same action, which is smoking, but the reasons behind it are very specific to you. So the reason you smoke is going to be different than someone else's. So yeah, there's some common things of when you smoke, like after eating or in the car, or if you're upset. I get that, but the why behind it, or the how you ever started smoking, why you kept smoking in your life, is going to be all about you, and it's going to be different from person to person. So yes, it can become a habit and a routine, but how you think about cigarettes is very definitely individualized to you, if that makes sense. So those are some things that I customize for you to help you move forward from where you are to where you want to be. Because if you are dealing and struggling with your own anxiety, let's say you've been in a toxic relationship, a bad relationship, maybe you're divorced, maybe you had a parent that was really condescending, patronizing, really critical of you, which caused you a lot of trauma. Whatever the reason was, that you may have experienced trauma or had a narcissistic experience with someone. Maybe you have had PTSD and now you're an adult, and maybe it came from a childhood, maybe it came as an adult, but now you're struggling with strong anxiety as well, and you're smoking as a way to cope, or as a way of taking some sort of outward action to help you through those tough moments. Have you noticed, though, if smoking really helped, it would sustain you and you wouldn't have to do it again. But my point is, it's just a symptom. And I'll even say that again. Smoking is just a symptom of something much deeper. Because the reason you smoke is very specific to you. And what you get from it may change. One day it might be a reward. One day it might be I need a 5-minute, 10-minute break from the kids. Or it might be a time for you to think. And that can change as well. What I'm saying is that there are many people that I have helped who are no longer smokers, and they're thrilled to be non-smokers. And you may find that as you quit smoking, after you quit smoking, your anxiety level goes down. So instead of being fearful that your anxiety is going to rise if you don't smoke, you may be pleasantly surprised to find out you essentially tackled 2 tough situations, and the smoking's gone and your anxiety's gone, or greatly reduced as well, which is a win-win for you, right? Because if you find that you might be feeding the anxiety by smoking, So I hope that this helps you. There's lots of rewards to quitting smoking. We all know that. We all know what happens if you don't quit. We all know, you want to spend more time with your kids and your grandkids. You want to be around and be healthy and breathe better, breathe deeper. And those are good reasons why to quit. But regarding your anxiety, it may actually improve as you quit smoking. I hope this finds you well. My name is Mary Richardson. Feel free to drop a comment, ask a question. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video about you and anxiety. Bye for right now.